Not me thinking that I put it on the Be Right Back screen and you could just see the whole fucking thing. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show of me digging the little rubber tip out of my my earbud. Get up here, damn. Welcome in, Subasa. Hello. I'm starting a little earlier than normal because I'd like to end a little bit earlier than normal. So we're just gonna get right into it. Unmute the game. My AirPods did that once and I almost had a panic attack. I got a pair of like ear protection earplugs for my birthday, and it got stuck in my ear and I had to use tweezers to get it out, and I still returned them. I cleaned them off with like, I think I used like an alcohol wipe, or I like rinsed them off in the sink with a paper towel, and I still returned them. So okay, we're gonna get into the game. Alright. OMG, new fear unlocked. Welcome in, Kate. Happy Thursday. I think we were about to go search the island or something last time. I don't know. I don't know. We were doing something. Oh, and this guy was going to follow us. Right.
Good morning, Mr. Narracott. I'm afraid the sea is as high as ever. I doubt we'll see a boat from the mainland today.
Have you been wandering about the island alone, Miss Brent? Don't you realize that is an exceedingly foolish thing to do?
I'm in no danger when I'm alone,
a woman named
Mr.
Agatha,
Law.
you could say Shagatha because British. You know, and I'm always saying that, Subasa.
She doesn't get it at all.
I'm always saying that.
I'm sticking to you, Narracott. Let's find Rogers.
Oh, yeah. I've been informed that this death is kind of traumatic. So if you don't like that kind of thing, look away, because I think he's gonna be cut up. I think. Speak any version of English. You were boning someone named Kate. You could say fornicate.
Rogers. Blimey, either he's a good 5 feet taller or...
Cut clean in half.
Dead, of course.
Yes, we don't need Dr. Armstrong to tell us that.
Or to fix the cause of
really
death.
Funny.
Axe looks cleaned off.
I know he's dead,
Tidy
but
chap like Rogers would have
the guy
approved.
cut him in half.
Dining
Whoever it
room
is, cut
key,
him
I
in
expect.
half,
He was holding it.
right? And then dragged either
Rogers
his
is now in
torso
his
or
bedroom.
his legs to the opposite ends of the woodpile.
Chapter 5. 6 little sailor boys playing with a hive. A bumblebee stung one, and then there were 5.
My compliments to Miss Claythorne and Mr. Blore for breakfast.
We have to eat to keep our strength up.
I'm a domestic sort of man. I don't mind.
Since it is now certain the killer is following the rhyme over the fireplace in the front parlor, our course is clear. Miss Brent, you have an allergy to bee stings. The next little sailor boy is meant to lose his life in the same way. We will do our utmost to protect you.
I have something I'd like to say, since Mr. Owen is undoubtedly here in this room keeping his strength up. The others may have done what your recording claimed, but I am not guilty of anything. Beatrice Taylor died of her own sins, not by my hand. I feel certain you now see you were in error when you invited me here to face your judgment.
That's a nervy speech if you ask me. I was just doing my job.
Miss Brent, you cannot assume Owen is behaving rationally in any way. If you'd seen what he did to Rogers...
Doctor, I will thank you to keep your opinions to yourself. Coming from the bottom of a bottle as they do, they are worse than useless.
How dare you?
I'm sure Mr. Owen and I understand one another. I'm going to collect my knitting. I'll be on the front patio if anyone needs me.
I can't see anyone needing that woman. Ever.
If you'll excuse me, I'll just go up to my room and fresh... That is to say...
I must say, Mr. Narracott, I'm disappointed. 4 dead now. My confidence in you seems to have been misplaced. I may
These
have to take
cutscenes
more
are really
direct
fucking
action.
long. I'm trying to wait to talk.
There's been a murder. Surely I should use this time to thoroughly search for clues.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Luce. Hello, Des. Hello, Tiff. Hello, MLMs. Thank God something to get through the last hour of work. You missed the guy being cut in half. You missed it. He's already been cut in half. Not me hearing that as six beta boys, yeah.
6 little sailor boys. This is getting worrisome.
Trauma for someone else. Okay. Now, I did some research. This and that. It's like the hose, and this, and the matches.
There is no cause for that.
Oh, don't be like that. You complain so much.
That
Oh,
came
there we
apart
go.
rather easily.
Okay, so the tobacco. We're MacGyvering
Excellent.
a bee smoker
Like hand in glove.
because there are bees, and we're gonna go smoke them out. Oh, darling dear, thank you for the follow.
You had no right to speak to me that way at breakfast.
Didn't I? It's still morning and you're drunk already.
Fuck that tea.
Thanks to you.
Doctor, as you yourself must know, blaming others for one's own faults is a favorite trick of the alcoholic.
Ooh.
You cloak yourself in religion, but you're the most unchristian woman I've ever met. You're a devil! A devil, do you hear me?
I'm certain everyone can hear you, Doctor. Eavesdropping is impolite, Mr. Narracott, but under the circumstances, I'm glad you overheard.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say to you right now. All right, I'm in the middle of something. So, you know, good luck with whatever it is you're going through, I guess. I don't know. I ain't reading all that. Wait, did I pick... Oh, did I get the key that... No, I didn't. There was a fucking key on the ground, I didn't even pick it up. It's this dude.
You just keep your distance.
I'm not your enemy.
That's as may be, but I'm trusting no one.
Did you discover anything?
Perhaps I did, but I think I'll keep it to myself if you don't mind. Stay back. I'm warning you.
Okay, actually, is there anything in here? I don't think so, but we're gonna look anyway. I've never discovered anything in my entire life. Alright. The bees. We gotta find the bees. And the goat. That was another thing. There's a goat that we have to give water to. Greatest of all time. I mean, maybe, but it is also like a literal goat. This... perhaps? Maybe not. What's this one? Yes, okay, I guess we're going through the cave. Okay, we found the bees. They're in their house. So we are going to kind of break and enter into their house, but I promise it's for a good cause.
There. The bees are now fast asleep. All quite drowsy, anyhow.
There we go. Put honey in the
They don't get along.
Nope. Okay.
Some things once done cannot be undone.
They don't get along.
Okay, you know what? We'll figure that out later. Let's go tend to the goat. I can never remember which one. It is this one, okay. Alright, here it is. If we try to interact with it, it does that.
That goat is a menace.
That goat is a menace. Okay. We're gonna put the water in the trough. And apparently that's it. He was just thirsty. Apparently we don't need anything else. Hello, Austin. Hello, Striganina. Okay, we've made it to the abandoned village. I think it's... where's the map?
This bears a closer look.
We're like here. The ruined village. Just loitering, you know. You know how it is. Putting a whole gas can up our ass. Just a regular
I wonder what these houses were used
Thursday.
for before they were left to rot.
What if someone's name was Gotunia and she was really rich and you commented, oh, your name has the word goat at the start? Then she got really offended and said she would only accept an apology in the form of an interpretive dance. Gun to your head, your house is on fire, the bridge is about to collapse, what do you do? I'd probably do that dance that Squidward does in SpongeBob, where, well, SpongeBob does it first, and he's like doing the like wiggly arm things, and then he goes, who put you on the planet? Enjoy the lurk loose. Okay, a wagon, you know. It's gonna... Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, we found the leather harness. MLMs, if you're here, we found it.
They don't get along.
Yeah, they do. I know that they're supposed to go together. Okay, don't bullshit me, Patrick. Throw it away.
I wonder what these houses were used for before they were left to rot.
What is the point of coming into the... Actually, wait, I think I know what the point of coming into this house is, but like... There's nothing we can do in the house. Why are we going in it? Why can't we go this way? Oh, okay, I can't find that. Okay. Alright, we have to go use the raft. I do wish that there was at least, maybe not full fast travel, but like in the Murder on the Orient Express, you could at least fast travel between the cars. It would be nice to be able to just like fast travel back to the house. Because this island is really big. And it's annoying to navigate. You have to get your steps in. I hope you You have your Fitbit on. Oh, right, this one. Here. And we go through the secret tunnel. Unfortunately, we don't get to hear him sing. Well, actually, do we get to?
Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves. Britons never will be slaves. Oh, makes the eyes water a bit.
Des, I hope you were here to hear him singing again. I thought it was just a one-time thing, but we can make him sing over and over again.
Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves. Britons never will be slaves. Oh, makes the eyes water a bit.
That's why I came back to stream. And now we will witness the magic of him pulling an inflated rubber raft with oars out of his butt.
Perhaps another time.
What do you mean, perhaps another time? Do I have to do it over here? Oh, I can go this way. Okay. Oh, I didn't know I could go this way, too. Okay. Alright, now he's gonna pull the raft out of his ass. I'm just gonna get into it. I'll pull rubber boats out for that. Oh no. Okay, so
The current was too strong. I'd best not try that again. It washed me up on this beach.
if you've ever actually rowed, which I've only done a handful of times, it's really hard. I struggle a little, so now I do it more at the gym. So these are, like, this is literally where I was, but they wouldn't let me go further, because, I don't know, they're straight.
These houses look like they've been abandoned
Like,
for quite some time.
What do you mean I couldn't walk, 20 feet further to their house?
Better to let the dead rest in peace.
What if I don't want to?
Let me examine this further.
God, I love older PC games. Old bones are best left undisturbed. Not new bones, however, if you're game. Ow. Not the new bone. There's a net in here, but I don't know where it is. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the box. Oh, it's in here. Duh. Alright, I think we have everything for the parachute. Parachute, we have the net, we have the leather harness.
I can't get them to fit.
The fuck do you mean you can't get them to fit? Oh, I need the metal.
Let's hope that holds.
Yeah, and now we just have a whole parachute. Makes sense. Pretty sure this is locked, but we're gonna try anyway. Oh, okay. Well, now it's not. Okay, and we're back to where we took the boat. I'm gonna save real quick, because don't need the game crashing on me. Okay, so we have the honey. I did just look on Universal Hint System for this. This is where we get to use the oversized cocktail shaker.
That works. Just barely.
Apparently. we put the honeycomb in the cocktail shaker and it gets the honey out, even though he could just go to the kitchen and get like a knife or something to like scrape the honey off.
Seems so obvious in retrospect.
I don't know. Oh, actually, wait, no. We're gonna make him sing again. Look at the damn poster.
Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves. Britons never will be slaves. Oh, makes the eyes water a bit.
Alright, we can go give that to... Oh.
Can't be much fun playing alone.
The doctor seems uninterested in snooker at the moment. Besides, I find the game relaxes me. I can think more clearly.
I'll give you a game.
I'd rather continue on my own if you don't mind. Besides, you have more important things to do, I'm sure, than knock a few balls into holes.
Casey, congratulations for coming third. Okay, this guy doesn't want me to knock my balls into his hole or something. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm sorry you think I let you down.
You're a phony!
Not at all, my
Hey,
boy.
everybody!
My
This
criticism
guy's
was
a
for
great
Mr.
big
Owen's
phony!
benefit. I see no reason to put all of my eggs in one basket, then show the contents of that basket to him. I'm working along several lines at the moment.
Can't be much fun playing alone, men. The judge is aged to me. I'm crying.
Do you have any suggestions for me?
It's the first decent weather we've had since yesterday morning. I'd take advantage of that to signal the mainland or try and escape the island.
Good day to you, Judge.
Welcome in, Medio. Couldn't even stop to say hi. Had to react to that. SMH my head.
I'd swear this wasn't here before. Must be one of Owen's little games.
Alright, let's look in the box.
I can't see anything of interest. It opens.
Excuse me, I clicked
There's
the wrong
something
thing.
inside.
Alright, we got a key. The key goes to the desk drawer in here. For whatever reason, there's a locked desk drawer.
The drawer is locked. That isn't going to help.
What the fuck you mean that isn't gonna help? Shut the fuck up. Beekeeping on the Sussex Downs.
I transcribed the pertinent passages in my notebook.
Must be one of Owen's little games, Nancy Drew. Alright. Time for more inventory management, everybody's favorite part, when I wildly click through the inventory and organize things. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so we got the book. How do I leave? How do I get out? Okay. Beekeeping. Since my retirement in 1903, little time passed, however, before I realized that my powers of observation and deduction would be unable to enjoy that richly okay, I forgot how to read for a second. Little time passed, however, before I realized that my powers of observation and deduction would be unable to enjoy that richly deserved respite I had hoped for them. It should be apparent to anyone who observes rather than simply sees that certain techniques in common practice and equipment in general usage are singularly ill-suited to the task of keeping bees. Took it upon my page 23. Took it upon myself to design far more easily manageable frames for the honeycomb. While it is true that the smaller rectangular size holds less burr comb than the more common larger squares, it is far easier to extract them from the hive. Also, nobody asked, but I loved this novel when I was a kid. I hear you are in good company, Bubasa. A lot of people have said that they really enjoy this book. Page 31. Subduing the bees require... my actual god. Am I having a stroke right now? Subduing the bees requires smoke. Properly applied smoke renders bees so docile that protective clothing may be dispensed with entirely. But I hear the canny beekeeper muttering about smokers that go out at inopportune moments. The solution to the problem is, of course, to have your smoker going satisfactorily before you first approach the hive. As for fuel, I am bound to say the same shag with which I stuffed my cherry wood pipe does an admirable job, and smells nicely as well. You can direct the smoke with any length of tubing. Page 40. Once your frame is in place within the extractor, centrifugal force is used to separate the honey from the comb. Given the smaller size of my frames, a vigorous shake in an appropriate vessel, also known as an oversized cocktail shaker, is often all that is required. The honey will adhere to the sides, which can be readily removed with the scraper or a knife. Page 45. Recognizing I've not the literary style of my friend John H. Watson, I still hope without false modesty that this trifling monograph will prove of some small benefit to those who, like me, have come to recognize the pleasures, intellectual as well as the gustatory, that beekeeping can afford the dedicated practitioner. All of the techniques and equipment modifications treated within these few pages have been thoroughly tested by... ... Oh, okay. Gustatory is concerned with the sense of taste. Okay, cool. Okay, that's the beekeeping book. We actually don't need it at all now that we've already did the collection of the honey from the bees, but I like to be a completionist, so we're gonna do that anyway. Anyone over here? Nope. Right, we're looking for it.
I see nothing remarkable.
I love that. We also... Have you ever met a beekeeper? Where was he keeping the bees? Someone call 911. Someone get Nancy Grace on that. She'll find the bees. She'll find where he's keeping them. Yeah, we have a wheel of cheese, and he hasn't taken a single bite out of it or used it, you know, to like put on top of his food or anything. It's really a wasted opportunity, considering, you know, it's cheese. Like, what the fuck you mean you're not using your cheese? Okay. Wait, I was told to do something here.
Go away, please. I don't want to talk to anyone.
Oh. We're gonna look through his lock anyway. Oh, he's drinking. All right, we're gonna go in through his bathroom.
Go away, please. I don't want to talk to anyone.
Well, you're gonna talk to me one way or another, so. And yes, thank you for the daddy.
Go away, please. I don't want to talk to anyone.
Who told and soothed? Now, Medio, you can't just go saying those things. Okay, I guess we can't give him the honey yet. You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me I'm wrong? Oh, the parachute, right. I guess we just go use it. This game could really do with a task list.
Enjoying the break in the weather, Miss Brent?
This island has only two types of weather, gloomy and slightly less gloomy. I am taking advantage of this brief, slightly less respite.
You were pretty hard on Dr. Armstrong.
No more than he deserved. I only wonder that he didn't kill more people operating drunk than that one woman Owen mentioned. Cleese, was it?
Armstrong was trying to help you at breakfast.
I do not require his help, or yours. The Lord is mindful of his own. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror at night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
You are the next logical victim, Miss Brent.
I disagree. Owen's bee sting might be many things. One of my knitting needles, perhaps. Even a hypodermic needle. I suspect the doctor has one of those in his medical bag. Besides, I'm confident that the angel of death will pass me over.
Anything else that might be important?
I can't vouch for its importance, but something rather annoying has happened.
What?
Someone has taken my grey wool. All of it. I won't be able to finish this shawl without it.
That is all, Miss Brent.
Not the grey wool. There's literally people dying, and you're concerned about the grey fucking wool. To quote one of the funniest lines from America's Next Top Model, I just want you to know that some people have war in their country. It's honey, you got a big storm coming. People are dying. Yeah, exactly. This is the wrong way. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah.
No! You cad!
Her moods are as changeable as the weather. You keep away from her. Relax, old boy. For some reason, the lady seems to prefer you. I seem to have underestimated you. I wonder if Owen has too.
Okay. Well.
Are you okay, Vera?
Yes, I'm fine. I just don't know who to trust.
You can trust me.
So you say.
All right, I've had it. I need to find a way off this island once and for all. And the sooner the better.
The jump. I love the implication that the Dorfney, as Des calls her, Timu Daphne, is like, I don't know, like, you say that I can trust you, and then he is like, that's it, I need to leave right now. Okay, let's go then. Let's get up on the rock and use our parachute, because that's definitely gonna work. I mean, it truly, Luce, it truly is the Owen cameo, because we never see Owen, just like we never see Owen in real life.
I can't say I'm ecstatic about this enterprise, but
And
here goes nothing.
Owen has a spouse in this game, and Owen has a spouse in real life, so... And I've never seen them in the same room, so I think it might be the same.
Whoa!
Thank you for the bits, Luce. Wow!
I didn't even come close to the mainland.
All bits.
Lucky that buoy was out there, or I'd have drifted out to sea. There was a metal box affixed to it, quite recently from all appearances. It looked like some sort of homing beacon. Blast! I'm beginning to think this island is impossible to leave. I'd best return to the house to dry off before I catch my death. I don't want to do Owen's work for him. Quickly, someone! Miss Brent was screaming. It sounded like it came from the apiary.
I'd better get moving.
You know, I don't want to victim blame, but she is, and I can prove it. Hold on, where is it?
This bears a closer look.
Is extremely allergic to insect stings, and yet she went over to the apiary where the bees live. Like, that's, like, why would she do that? She's like, I'm not afraid to die, because I'm gonna go kill myself. Like... YOLO. She was like, you know what, I want to see if these insect stings really do hurt. Let's just go. I'm not fired, I quit at life. Surely these bees cannot be the ones that I'm, you know, extremely deathly allergic to. Those have to be the different kind of bees.
Horrible. Horrible. Those welts on her face. A horrible way to die.
Will
don't
you
like this
gentlemen
peeling.
carry her back to her room? I don't feel quite myself.
6 little sailor boys playing with a hide. A bumblebee stung one, and then there were 5. Another rhyme fulfilled.
But why?
Why? Surely you don't believe all that rot about her innocence.
No, but she was rightfully afraid of bees. Why would she come out here of all places?
See?
Maybe Owen carried her.
From the front patio? In broad daylight? How could he be certain no one would see? And it'll take both of us to carry her back.
There is something no one's thought of. What if Owen has an accomplice?
Chapter 6. 5 little sailor boys going in for law. 1 got in chancery, and then there were 4. 1 more of us acquitted. Too late.
So she wasn't passed over after all. I could have told her that wasn't likely to happen.
It's almost more than I can bear to stay in the house. 5 gone now. 5 lying in their rooms under those sheets. Cold. Forever cold now.
Steady on, Vera. We can't lose our grip now.
Brooklyn Bridge,
Bleak
thank you for the
House
follow.
by Charles Dickens is a scathing indictment of the Chancery Court. Until it was merged with the common law courts in 1873, at its worst, cases of estates and inheritances could carry on for the entire lifetimes of those involved. To get caught in Chancery Court literally might have meant one could die there. I can't help but feel that Mr. Owen has that particular fate reserved for me. My time would appear to have come.
Miss Brent refused protection. At least what mortal hands could provide. Will you, Judge?
Not at all. I welcome it. My days on this earth may be few at this point. All the more reason I relish every one.
But it was the participants in the cases whom the Chancery Court often crushed, not the judges.
An interesting point, Miss Claythorne. I'll certainly have to think that over. There is another point I'd like to make.
There usually is.
One of us is a murderer. Everything must be done to safeguard the 4 of us who are innocent. Mr. Lombard, you have a gun.
I'll be damned if I'll give up my revolver.
Happily, there are enough of us still alive to force the issue if necessary.
Oh, very well then, since you've got it all taped out. It's in the drawer of the table by my bed. I'll get it.
I'll just keep you company if you don't mind.
Damn, he folded like a fucking lawn chair. The judge was like, we can just, overpower you and get the gun. He's like, okay, fine. How was I not following you before? No worries. No worries. You're here now. That's what matters. And you're in good company, Luce. And I think at least one other person have said, why wasn't I following you before? But better late than never. Give that guy the cup of honey.
Much obliged for your assistance, Miss Claythorne.
I'll be back later to talk to you. Oh, there he is. Thank you, Luce. I will see you soon. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What are you playing today?
Perhaps that will satiate the good doctor's sweet tooth. Are you sure you can't tell me any gossip surrounding the Seaton case?
It's a good
Gossip, my eye. I got it directly from Sir John Matthews, KC, who was observing. Not a doubt of the verdict. Acquittal was certain until Wargrave's summing up. What did Matthews say went wrong? Sir John thought that Wargrave's well-known ego had grown even bigger than he himself could handle. That he swung the case against Seaton for the sheer joy of doing it, simply because he could. That's a serious accusation. There was another similar incident just last year. Hushed up, of course, but the word was the judge's retirement couldn't have come at a better time for him. However, I feel obligated to add that the judge still has a fine old brain. I have no trouble whatsoever in saying that I rest easier knowing he has put his mind to solving our present predicament. What can you tell me about Miss Brent's death? Multiple bee stings, severe allergic reaction. She never stood a chance. Any idea how she got out to the apiary? Walked, I expect. Oh, I see what you mean. Not the place I'd choose for a stroll if I was allergic. Must have been lured somehow, or coerced.
How did she get to the apiary? Well, duh, she walked.
How are you holding up, Doctor?
What? Oh, fine, fine. Never better.
If you'll excuse me, Doctor.
Any idea why Miss Brent might have gone to the apiary?
Even with her belief in divine intervention on her behalf, I don't see her going there of her own free will.
How are you holding up, Vera?
I'll be fine as soon as Philip returns.
A good evening to you, Miss Claythorne. Stay safe.
She's playing Narracott and Lombard. Like, when she's with Lombard, she's like, oh, I love Narracott. Patrick is my favorite. And then when we're talking to her, she's like, oh, I can't wait until Philip gets back. Like, she's playing these two men against each other. And you know what? Good for her.
What's your opinion about how Miss Brent got to the apiary?
That one point has been worrying me like a bit of beef stuck between my teeth. It seems obvious to me that she wasn't carried. She was lured there. How, I don't know. But it had to be by the one person amongst us she would trust implicitly.
But who would that be?
I'm afraid my deliberations have come to focus on you, Miss Claythorne.
If you gentlemen will excuse me.
Vera, you shouldn't be alone.
As long as Philip and Mr. Blow are together, and you three remain together, I'm perfectly safe.
Yeah, I mean, God forbid a woman has a hobby. Well, you shouldn't be alone. Well,
what can we do to best protect you, Judge?
We must protect each other. Miss Claythorne is right. It may be only my ego insisting I'm the next victim. Even if I am, Owen is running out of time. Your brother is certain to raise the alarm if you don't return tomorrow. That means a boat, weather providing. Owen still has much to accomplish before then. If I'm guarded, he may well pass me over. Perhaps drop his little rhyming schemes entirely. The innocent among us are all equally at risk.
I am grateful for your assistance, Judge Wargrave.
you know, he keeps saying Among Us. I think this game, like, predicted Among Us. Let that joke sink in. Yeah, her hobby is being alive. And, like, he acts like... Narracott acts like he is, like... You know, like this, you know, like white knight savior. Like, you went into her bedroom while she was sleeping. You went into all of their bedrooms and were like watching them sleep. Like, don't act like you're the good guy in all this, because you sure as hell are not above reproach.
Snooker, Doctor?
I'm not sure I could give you much of a game. Hands are a little shaky. But I'll try if you like.
Excellent.
I guess we have to find the other people. Maybe we go look in here. Go look at the sailor boys.
5 little sailor boys. I'm glad none of these figurines represent me. Or rather, I hope none of them do.
Is there anything I need to do? Oh, right. Forgot we have this.
I can't see anything of interest.
German.
I'm afraid
naval
it's stuck
Hoyne.
that way.
Oh, right, because the first guy who died was like... I'll just show you the telegram. Yeah. He was working with some people that we don't want to associate with. Why he was working with the Nazis is beyond me, but...
Better to let the dead rest in peace. The body was thoroughly searched. No need to disturb it now.
Wish he'd die again. No, literally. Can we bring him back to life? And then there were none, but it's just 10... Marston dies 10 different times, 10 different ways. Nope, that's the dead guy's room.
A radiator. You can't have enough of them, really.
You really can't, you know? Just can never have enough radiators. Your house can't ever be too warm. That's what I always say. This is...
There's nothing I can do for the victim now.
Okay. I think it's funny that they tuck them into their rooms. Like, they tuck them into their beds like they're still alive, like with their head up over the covers, like... I thought, don't they usually pull the sheet up over their head when they've, you know, died?
It was in that table, I tell you.
I'm going to search you whether you like it or not.
You fool! Can't you see the lock's been forced?
Narracott, will you help me search him?
I won't resist.
Nothing.
Now it's your turn. Not even a stray bee.
And you, Mr. Narracott?
Go right ahead.
I think we all know where that gun went.
Nothing. That leaves Armstrong, the judge, or Miss Claythorne.
The killer could have simply hidden it somewhere.
I'm going to search everyone anyway, and if it's hidden, I'll find it. And I'm starting in here, if Mr. Lombard has no objections.
Help yourself. Try not to make too much of a mess. There's no Rogers anymore to clean up.
Why don't you clean it up yourself? I know, shocking. Cleaning up after your own mess.
Stay back, I'm warning you.
Vera may be taken with your conversation, Mr. Narracott. I'm not.
Okay. Damn.
I don't think going through that would help. Either he's innocent, in which case I'd be grossly invading his privacy, or he's guilty, and surely wouldn't be daft enough to leave any evidence in his luggage.
We're gonna save, because... Right. Let's go search the balcony, I guess. You can tell he's not the killer because the killer has been cleaning up their messes. Exactly. Oh, there you are.
Patrick, please leave me to my thoughts.
You didn't steal
May
a gun,
I have
did you?
this short time to myself?
No, we're looking
I'll
for a
talk
gun.
with you some more later. I promise.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
It would be incredibly improper for me to go through a lady's luggage. I won't do it. That's an interesting clock. A shame it doesn't seem to work. This is a fairly sparse makeup case. Vera isn't the type to use much makeup, though.
Okay. This game is, in a lot of ways, similar to Captive Curse, because that game is like, something happens, and immediately you have to go tell all of the characters about it, and then you have to tell the characters about what everybody else said. Like, there's a lot of dialogue that is, like, pushing the game. Now, I thought they were...
Well, Doctor?
A dangerous game. If it fails...
Ah, Mr. Narracott. Any luck finding the revolver?
None.
Mr. Blore has searched us, and I heard Miss Claythorne yelling at him to watch his hands earlier, so I suspect she's been searched as well.
The murderer has had plenty of time to devise a hiding place. I don't fancy it will be easily found. If you'll excuse us, we'll continue our game.
Totally fine, Bubasa. Enjoy the lurk. I don't even have a lurk command set up. I should probably make one.
Here, what's this? There's something written on the bottom of Narracott's plate. Solidiamide.
Solidiamide? My dear sir, that is a deadly poison. Owen has undoubtedly poisoned you.
Is there an antidote?
Yes, turpentine, but I have none in my bag.
I don't feel anything yet. How long do I have?
You won't feel anything until
And
you
then there were
can't feel
boobs.
anything. You have an hour or so, I'd estimate. No more. I say, turpentine oil can be found in Bellman's Universal Embrocation, a patent medicine for rheumatism and minor aches and pains. I never prescribe it. It can cause a nasty rash if over-applied. But there may be some in the house. Beastly night again. I can't see why anyone would want to build a house here.
With war coming on, it may be useful as a coastal watch post.
Alright, we get it. The power's gone out. We get it.
The generator again.
The
No
generator.
one's going out in that squall to repair it this time.
Obviously, the waiting is over. Mr. Owen has made his next move. We mustn't let our guards down. Only one of us can be alone. The rest must always stay together until that person returns.
May I claim that privilege, Judge? I'd like to go get my wrap.
Of course, my dear, but don't be long.
I shan't.
Do you really think there'll be a war, Judge? I don't see it myself. One world war should have shown any sensible person the folly of such a course.
Hello, Kelsey. Welcome
My
in.
dear doctor, if there's one thing I believe Mr. Hitler is not, it is a sensible person.
That was Vera screaming. I think it was coming from her bedroom.
I'd like to go get my wrap. She returns with a euro. They really couldn't have done another take of that scream. Like,
There's a wind coming from Vera's room.
okay, which one is her room?
Ow!
Oh my god! I didn't know you could die in this game. Jesus. Oh. Or is that supposed to happen?
That sounded like it came from the dining room.
Hold up. We're gonna pause real quick. I need to know if this is actually supposed to happen. Center boys. Oh, fair screen what now? Okay. There's no way to avoid the knock on the head. It's supposed to happen. Alright. Now we go back to the dining room. Oh, he's dead.
He's been shot. Death must have been instantaneous.
The figures. Look at the centerpiece.
They say trouble comes in threes. It would appear that they're correct. First poison,
Okay.
then the generator, then
I
the
guess we
poor
don't get to
judge.
look at the centerpiece.
They're counting on me to fix the generator. I should attend to it before returning. They already suspect me enough.
Okay.
I'm not feeling so well. I should try and do something about it.
I guess it's a good thing that you have the gas can that we found in the fishing village or whatever. Remember when we found the body and his torso was up here and his legs were down here? That was crazy. It was so crazy. Here's where I can-
The generator appears to be broken.
Yeah.
The generator appears to be broken.
Am I just supposed to put the...
The petrol tank is now full.
Great.
I'd better turn the generator back on.
Perfect. We fixed it. Was that so hard? We just poured the gas in. Also, that generator does not nearly look large enough to power the house of this size. Welcome in, Turtle. The sleuthing is going. It's going. It would be going probably better if I had a task list, but a lot of this game I do remember from when I played it as a child. Can I give this guy... Would you like some cheese?
I won't do that.
What about you?
That isn't going to help.
Narracott, leave the investigation to me right now and find yourself an antidote.
Sir, I again must say, in my medical opinion, Bellman's universal embrocation is your best chance to counteract the poison.
Okay. Bellman's universal embrocation. Let me just hop over to my local CVS and get some. If you have it in your fucking doctor's bag...
Nothing out of order in here. I'd best not take anything, though. I'm sure he would notice. I'd best not take that. He might need it and would certainly notice its absence.
Grab more Sour Patch Cherries when you're at CVS. See, I can never find them at CVS. I can only ever find them at Walmart. And the bag that I found was the only bag. Like, I had to dig through the strawberry ones.
Tile and marble. Quite expensive from the look of it.
Also, I can't find them on Amazon, so I don't know if that was like a one-time special. Over here?
Various toiletries. Nothing of interest that I can see.
They would be fools to discontinue the cherries. Oops, in this guy's bedroom. Do I don't have it in my inventory already, do I? No. So... I need a little hint. This is so improbable and ludicrous that I'm just going to tell you. You're looking for the patent medicine Armstrong mentioned, Bellman's universal embrocation. Oh yeah, I've got some in my purse, doesn't everyone? You'll find it in the grass next to the road between the orchard and the apiary. Right. Yeah, because that's where I keep mine. In the grass, randomly. Like, the vibes for this game are great, but in, like, practice, the game kind of sucks. I am willing to admit that. Thank goodness the bee doctor has some medicine. So, see, that's probably why the lady was there. She was getting the medicine to bring back, because she can commune with the bees, even though she's allergic.
I'm not feeling so well. I should try and do something about it.
Are you going to be saying this on every fucking screen that we go on? Guess not. But then she died because she got stung by a bee, so she dropped the medicine or something like that. Okay, I'm going to move the cursor away. You're going to tell me if you think you would notice that bottle in the grass. Or if you would think that it was something that you could interact with. Like, at least put it on top of the grass layer. Instead of, like, hiding it.
Hello, what's this? I see nothing remarkable.
Chug, 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 chug.
That did the trick. I feel much better now.
Great.
Chapter 7. 4 little sailor boys going out to sea. A red herring swallowed one, and then there were 3.
4 bodies upstairs, 2 down. Can't be very hygienic. Still with us, Narracott? Thalidomide isn't much of a poison if you ask me. Although your face is all flushed.
I found the antidote.
Thank heavens!
The weather is moderating. Might be a chance for a bonfire on Ship's Rock.
Okay. Well, actually, am I supposed to talk to you all?
Can you give an account of your movements?
I followed you and Lombard almost to the top of the stairs. I heard someone below me breathing in the dark, so I stays as still as a church mouse. Then I hear stealthy steps heading down the stairs. This stands investigating, I think. So I creep as carefully as I can back down. I stepped closer and saw the doctor bending over Wargrave.
Did you see the gun anywhere?
No, but I smelled the cordite from it in the air. One thing I don't understand, that wig on the judge's head, where did that come from?
Someone borrowed Miss Brent's grey yarn. She told me it was missing. She was extremely perturbed.
Something finally broke through that icy shell of hers, eh? I didn't think it was possible. Owen certainly thinks ahead.
Yeah, were we supposed to see a wig? Because the 2 seconds we saw his dead body slumped in that chair, he did not have a wig on. Like, he was still bald.
Who arrived in the dining room after you?
Lombard practically on my heels. Then a few seconds later, Miss Claythorne opened the kitchen door. I found that peculiar.
You said you knew something about the history of this island.
It was bought by that sailing chap, Elmer Robson. But his wife got seasick, poor dear. Loved the bird watching, but not the boating. An American film star named Gabrielle Steele bought it from them after some scandal or other back in the States. She stuck it out for a couple of years, but must have missed the glamour and excitement of Hollywood because she packed it in. Next, the Admiralty was rumored to have taken it over for some super secret stuff I could never get a line on. Thing that puzzled me was that I found no record of anybody named Owen buying the place. I was going to get onto his solicitor, Archibald Morris, before coming, but he died last week.
Died? What was the cause?
Still under investigation, but it sounded like poison to me.
Good evening, Mr. Bloor.
Hey, Rabbit. Happy Thursday. We're just, I'd say we're solving a murder, but we're really not. We're just kind of doing random menial tasks around while people get killed. You know, just usual activities.
Are you sure you recognized Owen's voice?
All right, Narracott, I'll tell you. I was hired by Archibald Morris, the non-existent Mr. Owen's attorney. He first made contact with me over the telephone. It was Morris's voice on that recording, I'd swear to it.
Can you give an account of your movements?
Just for the record, Wargrave was the one so keen on you playing detective, not me. It didn't turn out so well for him, did it?
You won't answer my questions.
I didn't say that. Just thought it worth pointing out. My movement? I ran up the stairs behind you and, well, I ducked into the bathroom at the top. The one Armstrong and the judge shared. Curious behavior. It occurred to me that Vera's scream was meant to be a diversion. I wanted to see what everyone would do. In the lightning flashes, I saw Bloor head back down the stairs. Narracott was along the hall there. So I went downstairs to the dining room, arriving behind Bloor.
Did you see the gun anywhere?
I saw it in a flash of lightning and scooped it up. I didn't know what had happened then. I realize now you have only my word that I picked it up after the murder.
I think you'd better hand that over.
I think you'd better not try to take it away from me again.
Ooh, they're fighting.
Who arrived in the dining room after you?
Vera appeared in the kitchen doorway a few moments later.
That'll be all, Mr. Lombard.
Oh my god, Rabbit, you missed it. Yesterday in the game, they're talking, and the doctor literally said something about amyl nitrate. Like, he literally brought up poppers after we had spent basically the entire stream before that talking about poppers.
What happened after you went upstairs?
It
I went to my
crazy.
room, opened the door. A gust of wind blew my candle out. I tried to move toward the French doors to close them when I felt like a hand on my face. Cold, clammy, smelling of the sea. I thought of Cyril, floating down through the green depths.
Oh, Vera.
I screamed and ran, stumbling in the dark. I found myself at the service hallway, heard running behind me and rushed in there. Then I made my way down the back stairs every time there was a flash of lightning. There was a shot while I was on the stairs. I went through the kitchen to the dining room. I was the last to arrive.
The clammy hand was seaweed hanging from a line. I had a look inside after we, made the judge comfortable. Just a length of seaweed.
Well, whoever strung it up, combined with the generator failing, made a neat diversion designed to separate us.
Did you see the gun anywhere?
No, I'm sorry.
That's a great point, Jetpack. Good thing her hair is plastic and glued to the top of her head, because the wind would have snatched it.
Cause of death was a bullet?
Yes, directly in the center of his forehead. Never had a chance.
Can you give an account of your movements?
When we heard Miss Claythorne scream, I naturally went with the rest to investigate. I thought the judge was right behind me. I stood there for a moment, wondering whether I should go up or down. While I was there, I heard the shot. I made my way
Should've
back to the
lurked
dining room. He was quite dead.
Did you see the gun?
No.
No.
Who arrived in the dining room after you?
Mr. Blore, I believe. Yes, then Lombard, and finally Miss Claythorne. From the kitchen. I didn't understand that.
That is all for now, Dr. Armstrong.
It's like,
Five
I didn't
left.
understand it when
we don't
she
know
just
which.
explained that
I know.
she was stumbling in the
haven't
dark
the
and found the
least
service
doubt.
stairs.
I suppose I do know, really.
I think I've got a pretty good idea now.
I haven't a clue.
I don't know about the rest of you lot, but I'm going to go to my room and lock myself in until daylight.
Sound plan.
I agree.
But Patrick doesn't have a room.
Plenty of them about, if he doesn't mind sharing.
Yeah, okay.
5 bullets are plenty.
Oh, Hugo. I'm so sorry.
Self-righteous, smug old hypocrite. Letting Narracott play his detective games with a real professional on the case. He got no more than he deserved.
Sleeping in full glam, exactly. And then Blore is talking like he's on, like, The Office or something, like a confessional. Like, who are you talking to? Oh, spooky. There was a shadow.
Were you upstairs just now?
No.
One of them's out of his or her room.
Whoever it was went out the front door.
I'll follow. Find out who's missing. That's our killer.
I need to check everyone's room and find out who's missing.
Keep forgetting that this room is the bathroom.
Wargrave's body is missing. Interesting development. One I'd better keep to myself for the moment.
The animations sometimes give top model on the Wii. Oh, okay. So... Okay, this dude is literally missing and we can't comment on it. The fuck? Well, he's obviously not here. Just was what he was talking about. They snatched the wig and also the body. So, there's nobody here. There's nobody in this fucking house. Go find who's not here. None of them. And then there
Who
was
is it?
nobody in the
What's the
fucking
matter?
house.
It's Patrick. Blore heard someone. They ran outside. I'm checking to see who's still here.
I have nothing more to say to her. There's nothing I can do for the victim now.
Okay, so she's still here. Thank you for the clip, Kelsey. Fucking room is so...
The body was thoroughly searched. No need to disturb it now. There's nothing I can do for the victim now.
I think we should push this guy out of his bed and steal it. The bed, I mean, obviously. Because, like, why are we giving a Nazi spy a bed? Just push him on the floor, honestly. Like, throw him out the window. There's a bunch of, fun things you could do.
The waves are crashing here with particular violence.
Oh, I missed a bedroom. Silly me, how could I forget? Right, you still chopped in half in here? Yep.
The body was thoroughly searched. No need to disturb it now. There's nothing I can do for the victim now.
Now, okay. Parlor. Okay. Good. Now, if I could only remember which room is. Isn't this one? No. Just go talk to her.
Stay back! Philip gave me his gun.
It's me, Patrick. Where did he
What
go?
the fuck?
He wanted me to tell you. Since the wind dropped, he was going to try and light the bonfire.
That's a good idea, but he shouldn't try it alone.
Then go help him. I'll be
Then
safe
go
locked in here
help
with his
him.
gun.
Okay, guess we're gonna go help him. Like, but also, like, with what is he going to build the bonfire? I mean, I guess there's wood.
That cliff is surely the highest point on the island.
We've got fire.png on the screen.
That's quite a signal fire. Someone should be able to see it.
A 2-frame gif of a fire. Yeah. You know, Vera's behind that door saying, like, stand back. Looking like that. This way. I think. No. Oh. Oh. Well, hi. So sorry I was late to the party.
Did you stay in your room the entire time?
Yes, I'm not a complete fool.
Did you hear or see anything?
Nothing. After I told you where Philip had gone. Until just now, when he and Mr. Blore returned.
Much obliged for your assistance, Miss Claythorne.
Any sign of Armstrong?
He's vanished clean off the island.
Vanished. That's the word. Like some damned conjuring trick.
He must be somewhere.
No, he isn't.
be somewhere.
We searched the house, too. You must have heard us. He's gone. Clean vanished. Scarpered.
That'll be all, Mr. Lombard.
Did you find Armstrong?
No, he's disappeared. We searched everywhere.
Have you and Lombard been together all this time?
Yes, I found him up on Ship Rock.
Thanks, Blore.
We're just not going to comment on the fact that the judge's body is not in his bed where we left him. Do I just walk away? Do I have more to say?
I don't think she's in the mood for conversation.
All the bedrooms. Go outside. Together all this time. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the stream. Have a great evening, Kate. See you later. Okay, doctor's still missing. Can I take stuff from his doctor's bag
Nothing
now?
out of order in here. I'd best not take anything, though. I'm sure he would notice.
Patrick. You and I both know that if we can't find someone, they're probably dead. Why do we have to play this sign dance? Just take the stuff from his medical bag. It's fine. No, this is the bathroom. I fucking did it again. Still missing.
Wargrave's body is missing. Interesting development. One I'd better keep to myself for the moment.
Okay, fine. Surely in this place where people are dying, he's just out for a walk in the rain. Yeah, surely. We already went in here.
I have more important things to do than chat.
Oh.
What did you do before Blore found you?
Crept along the balcony to Vera's window and gave her my gun.
Yeah, because that's
Very
totally normal
generous.
behavior.
Then I went up onto Shiprock. I set the bonfire ablaze, but someone will have to keep an eye on it throughout the night.
That'll be all, Mr. Lombard.
Have you looked in the dining room?
Yes.
What is it? What is it now?
Only 3 sailor boys are left.
Chapter 8. Three
Oh, we
little
got
sailor boys walking in the zoo.
moon.png
A big bear
up in the
hugged one,
corner.
and then there were 2.
Looking like fucking
3 little
Majora's
sailor
Mask.
boys walking in the zoo.
I've been all over this island more than once, and I've yet to see a bear.
We should stay together in one room. I still have the gun. Wouldn't we be safe then?
Possibly. Provided you aren't Owen.
We can't. One of us has to keep the signal fire on Shiprock going.
And there's something else. Armstrong isn't the only one of us to have vanished.
The rest of us are here.
Those still alive, yes.
Wargrave's body is missing.
Huh. I have to admit, not much seems to get past you, Narracott.
Oh, how ghastly.
We'd better find it.
Vera is safe enough locked in her room with the gun. Lore, if you and Narracott search for Wargrave...
You mean for his body?
Yes, if you like. I'll keep the bonfire going. There's only one path up to Shiprock. If I keep an eye on that and have a flaming torch close at hand, I should be fine.
I've got this. I'll be all right. I'm going to find Wargrave.
Fucking axe.
Would you gentlemen mind escorting me to my room?
My pleasure.
Fine, Lombard. I'll start looking for Wargrave, too.
Oh, Patrick.
Anyway. But if you got an invite to an isolated island from someone you couldn't quite remember, would you go? No, I don't think I would. But I mean, if it was all expenses paid, I would have to seriously consider, but I think I would ultimately decline. Okay, so if we were all on an isolated island and we all started dropping like flies, who do you think would die first? And why?
That cliff is surely the highest point on the island.
Yeah, all for free. Oh, look. It wouldn't be Owen because he's the mastermind, obviously. Probably be number 2.
Dr. Armstrong. Dead for hours. And by the looks of him, he's been in the sea most of that time.
Well, he's dead.
That's quite a signal fire. Someone should be able to see it.
Okay, but oh, he hadn't. What's her name? I feel like this game, like, there's just so many locations on the island that you can go. Oh. Anyway, there's so many places on the island that you can go that you only go to once. Like, we only go to that fishing village the one time. We only need to go to the apiary, I guess twice technically, but like we don't even need to get the apples from the tree. Like, there's a lot of optional content that I think if it was a little clearer that you could do that other stuff, it would maybe make the game a little bit better. Like, if there was a task list, even if, you know, making the apple juice wasn't a task, but it was mentioned in like a notebook, like, oh, she mentioned that she wanted apple juice. I wonder if that would help, if I got it for her to help trust me. But anyway, oh, I just heard he's dead. Oh no.
Blore. Looks like his head is
How
caved in.
sad.
What is it? I heard a cry.
It's Blore.
His head's been smashed in by a marble clock in the shape of a bear.
Oh, but there was one on my... Wait there a moment.
Rabbit would be going number 2.
It was on my mantle. When Philip escorted me to my room, it must have been already gone. One of you. Philip. Or you.
Wait!
Wait. We're just gonna leave his body out in the rain, it's fine. Wonder... Oh, we found him.
Dead as Hamlet's dad, but not shot. And the body is still warm.
Chapter 9. 2 little sailor boys sitting in the sun. One got frizzled up, and then there was one.
Don't try to get in. I'm pointing the gun at the door.
I'm not the killer!
You're trying to make me believe Philip is the killer.
Armstrong's dead, his body washed up on the rocks, and Wargrave is sitting in the screening room, dead, again.
That's impossible.
I swear it! This time he was bludgeoned with the law book he wrote. I think that's how he was originally meant to die.
The next rhyme. 2 little sailor boys sitting in the sun. One got frizzled up. That means we'll be safe till morning, doesn't it? No one can be frizzled up at night.
Okay, we're gonna save here because there are a couple options that we can pursue. So... Spoiler alert, though it probably is pretty, obvious. He's not gonna get frizzled up by the sun, he's gonna get frizzled up by the bonfire. We can save him, or we can let him die. Normally I let him die because he's kind of a shitty person. But because I'm so nice, we'll save him the first time and then reload the save and then we'll let him die because that's, we're just fulfilling Agatha's wishes for there to only be, for there to be none. Where did I last save? Overwrite that one. Yeah, the book isn't called "And Then Some Were Saved." Yeah. So, sorry dude, you gotta go.
That cliff is surely the highest point on the island.
Wow, look at the graphics.
No tricks, Narracott, or I'll light you up like Guy Fawkes.
Lombard, listen to me. Blore is dead. Armstrong's dead. So is Wargrave. You're next. You have to be.
That may be your plan, but it won't work.
There's no way Owen can approach you without being seen. Correct?
As we're proving right now.
So it must be some sort of trap. Already set before you came up here.
What sort of trap?
Yeah.
The rhyme. 2 little sailor boys sitting in the sun. One got frizzled up. The only thing approaching the sun on this island right now is that fire. Get away from it.
Damn.
I like a good explosion as much as the next fella, but not when I'm the target. I owe you an apology, Narracott, and my thanks for saving my life.
Believe me, I wasn't sure. You out of everyone had been responsible for the most deaths.
Your detecting skills played you false there, old boy. You see, I'm not Philip Lombard. My name is Charles Morley. Got papers to prove it, too. Phil was a friend of mine. He committed suicide a couple of weeks ago. I was at his place when the solicitor Morris rang up. It sounded suspicious. I thought it might have something to do with Phil's death. I wanted to get to the bottom of it, so I came along in his place. Besides, 100 guineas is 100 guineas.
So you're no murderer?
I'll confess I've thought of murdering you more than once the past few days.
Listen, Lombard. Morley. I need to ask you a terrific favor.
You've earned the right.
Can you play dead for a while? Stay out of sight.
Vera must be the killer.
The jury's still out as far as I'm concerned. But if Owen thinks you're out of the way, he may try for me.
Or Vera, if she's innocent.
Which is why I have to get back to the house.
If you guys don't know the plot twist, you guys are not ready for this
Say,
plot
old man,
twist.
if you want to get into the house without making a racket, the window to my bathroom is open. I used it to get out on the balcony and, make sure Vera was safe.
I don't like the way you said that.
Okay, thanks for the tip. Will you lie low? Come running if there's trouble.
It'll be a pleasure to return the favor, old man.
It's going good, Risque. We are
Chapter
almost
10.
done.
One little sailor boy left all alone. He went and hanged himself, and then there were none.
I hear a voice. No, voices. They're coming from upstairs.
How many people are left? So, right now, 3, because we just saved Lombard from the fire. Dorfney, Timu Daphne is still alive, and then we're still alive. We're about to reload the save, though, because with Lombard and with Timu Daphne, you can let them die. And so we're going to go see what happens when we're not fast enough to save Lombard, because even though after he's like, you know, oh, I'm going to come clean with you, like, you were on multiple occasions talking about how you wanted to kill Narracott and how you didn't trust him and how, like, we're gonna let him die. And to your comment, Jetpack, about the concept that you can save them if you're fast enough, I really like the concept too, and I think if the game were to get remastered, which Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile have been remastered, so if they remaster this one, maybe they can use that, you know, Dark Pictures anthology style, or, you know, like any of the Telltale games, like the actions have consequences style gameplay, where, you know, it's still point and click. I want it to still be point and click, but you could potentially prevent the deaths from happening. Dorfney will remember this. I think if we just kind of fuck around, eventually we'll hear the explosion.
Standing here isn't helping anything.
I think it would also help if the graphics and the voice acting were maybe a little better.
That cliff is surely the highest point on the island.
Yep, and we're not even gonna go look at it. We're just gonna go everywhere else. Just one of the 2 times. Get there fast enough. Conversely, if you'd rather not save them, hey, it's your karma. Dawdle around for a while before you go there. Those bees are pretty cool, and so is the orchard. Ah, too late? Gosh darny. Yeah, Brooklyn Bridge. These games were originally released in the early 2000s on PC. You can get them on abandonware websites, and Death on the Nile and Murder on the Orient Express have been made by a different company. You can get them on Steam. Death on the Nile, like, just came out, like, at the beginning of October, I think, and Murder on the Orient Express has been out for a while. They're both, like, the graphics are definitely a lot better. They've also been modernized to an extent. I played the demo for Murder on the Orient Express, and it has you investigating the crime scene, and instead of finding a pipe at the crime scene, like in the book, you find a vape, which I think is interesting. You have both of them on Steam. I have Murder on the Orient Express. I bought it when it was on sale a while back. I do not have Death on the Nile yet, but I do want it. Alright, let's see if we were too late.
No tricks, Narracott, or I'll light you up like Guy Fawkes.
Lombard, listen to me. Blore is dead. Armstrong's dead. So is Wargrave. You're next. You have to be.
That may be your plan, but it won't work.
There's no way Owen can approach you without being seen.
Chapter 10. One little sailor boy left all alone. He went and hanged himself, and then there were
We're
none.
gonna try that again, because that didn't work.
I hear a voice. No, voices. They're coming from upstairs.
Let's run it back. Let's see what, did I take?
Some things once done cannot be undone.
So you're standing in front of Vera's door. To let Lombard die, you now must let some time pass. Go in and out of the various rooms, then go outside and walk around the paths. Do not go to Shiprock Point yet. Walk the paths to the barn, the beehives, the orchard, and so on. Then return to the house, and you can follow the path at the front to the Ship Point. You will find Lombard dead at the fire. Okay. Not me looking up how to ensure that this guy dies. Alright, well, you know what? I think we should maybe go get a little snack from the kitchen or something. You know.
It's a sturdy cast-iron stove.
UHS, how do I frizzle this man? Yeah, and to make sure I was doing it right, I looked up a different walkthrough, too.
2 little sailor boys. This just won't do.
2 little sailor boys. I read this book in school and was obsessed, and no one else cared. It was so sad. They just weren't ready for the new. They couldn't handle the neutron style, as they say. Alright, let's see. Y'all in your bedrooms? Oh, he's back.
There's nothing I can do for the victim now.
Let's see if the... Nope, his body's still on the beach. Screw his body, I guess. Did he get put in his bed? No. The thing about Agatha Christie books is they were so groundbreaking for the time. People say her plots are overdone, but like, she was the first to do a lot of these. Yeah, she was groundbreaking. Also, I feel like there's only so many mystery plots you can come up with before you start reusing them.
Stay away from me! If you try to get in, I'll shoot!
Damn, okay.
The body was thoroughly searched. No need to disturb it now.
Okay, let's go see. Can we go in through her back door?
Stay away from me! If you try to get in, I'll shoot!
Okay, guess we can't. Is the door for his bathroom open? Okay, so I guess we can't go in through the window to his bathroom unless he tells us. But I don't even think we go through it regardless. We show him coming in through the front door. Oh, I know what we can do. We can go watch the movies in the film screening room.
That isn't going to help.
Shut up.
The film has been spooled. The film has been spooled.
That explains so much.
Interesting film. Can't make heads nor tails of it.
Okay, we have one more movie we can watch. The Untitled.
The film has been spooled.
Reel of Film.
Looked like a home movie of some sort.
No.
Looked like a home movie of some sort.
Okay. Cool. Let's go this way, I guess. Can go through the secret passageway. I see the haunting tape again. Obviously, we gotta sing.
Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves. Britons never will be slaves. Oh, makes the eyes water a bit.
Is he okay?
This panel seems out of place.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He'll be fine. Oh, we get a whole ass cutscene for. Can we take the boat again?
The current was too strong. I'd best not try that again. It'd wash me up on this beach.
What do you mean by that?
These houses look like they've been
Yeah.
abandoned for quite some time.
It's serviceable voice acting, but sometimes the choices the actors made, they were really, you know, phoning it in. I wonder if the voice actor for Narracott, they were like, okay, you have to sing Rule Britannia, and he started, and then he was like, oh shit, I actually don't know how the song goes, I'm just gonna speak the next line. Honestly, the judges VA is doing a solid job. Everyone else is like, oh, I'm supposed to be British? That's, there's a Family Guy joke about that where they're riffing on Ben Affleck, and he's lying on the couch, and he's like, oh, I gotta be Henry VIII in 5 minutes, and he's like, hello, 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 that's it. Like, they're like, oh shit, I gotta be this British guy. Let me just Google British accent. See what comes up, and I'll just mimic that. No, that's fine. Do you think he's dead yet? Do you think enough time has passed? Let's save. Let's check on the generator.
The generator seems to be working fine.
Great, it's working fine. Perfect. Isn't there? Trying to come to the cave. This one? Narcot the same actor as Nathan Drake? Let's see. Oh my god, yeah. It really is. Narcot and the Harbor Master are voiced by Nolan North. That's crazy. Oh, I'm going around in circles. How do I get to the... Remember someone even know for sure, yeah. Let's see if the voice actors are anybody else. So basically everybody was voiced, like, except for Lombard and Blore, like the voice actors, every character, like, they doubled up. So Narracot and the Harbor Master are both voiced by Nolan North. Vera Claythorne and the mother from the opening train cutscene were voiced by Tina Illman. Lombard was voiced by Greg Ellis. Emily Brent and Ethel Rogers were both voiced by Carolyn Seymour. The Judge and Owen, which apparently are supposed to be two different characters, are both voiced by Philip Lewis Clark. Armstrong and Marston were voiced by Peter Lavin. Thomas Rogers and the General were voiced by Ian Abercrombie, and William Blore was voiced by Neil Dixon. Really had a skeleton crew of voice actors there. Lewis and Clark, you say? Okay. Please already have blown up already. I think we could tell because if the fire is going...
That cliff is surely the highest point on the island.
They're really giving you a long time to try and save him. They really want you to be the better person, but I don't want to be.
The waves are crashing here with particular violence.
Where'd the body go? Okay, so where'd the body go? It's not in his bedroom. Did it get, like, sucked back out to sea?
It's an old windmill. Impossible to say what it powers, if anything. Not many apples in this orchard. I suppose I'd blame the lack of sun.
Remember when we had the ladder up our ass? Good times. Oh, this was where we landed after the parachute. Remember the parachute? Good times. Good times. Let's save again, just in case. He's already dead. Oh no.
Too late.
Just heard.
I'm sorry, Lombard. You may have left those men to die, but Owen had no right to be your executioner.
Chapter 10. One little sailor boy left all alone. He went and hanged himself. And then there were none.
And then there were none.
I hear a voice. No, voices. They're coming from upstairs.
9, 11.
Thank you for the 9/11, Kelsey. Alright. What are the possible endings? You know, I didn't even think... I'm looking at Universal Hint System, just getting it ready, and they're listing the different endings, and so there's one where everybody lives, there's one where they all die, there's one where Vera lives and Lombard dies, but there's also one where Lombard lives but Vera dies, which never occurred to me that you would do that. Alright, let's go. It's time for the plot twist. If you don't want the ultimate spoiler, look away now. I'll give you 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, here we go. So we're gonna let her die first. We got a noose because the one sailor boy hanged himself. We're in an ad, of course we are. I should have.
But I don't understand. How can you be here? How could you get into my room so easily?
I've always had a duplicate set of keys, Miss Claythorne, as a former and actually the current owner of this house.
You own this house?
I have for several years. I saw to it that Emily Brent died 2 weeks ago. I took her place for the weekend. My finest performance, I think. Worthy of the Oscar the Academy always refused me.
But the bee stings!
Hurt like hell, and did nothing for my complexion. But Emily Brent was allergic, not me. It's my apiary, after all.
Who are you?
My name is Gabrielle Steele. You've seen my posters in the screening room.
The actress. Some scandal in Hollywood.
Scandal? Well, I guess if you call trying to kill your leading man a scandal, yes, it was. My final picture, Last of the Borgias.
The literal definition.
Something happened.
A scandal.
Lillian Borgia, the character I portrayed. One day on the set, suddenly she was inside my head. She wormed her way in. That's the only way I can think to explain it. Telling me to do things. Showing me how. They called it a breakdown. I now like to think of it as a meeting of two minds.
But why this elaborate plot? Why kill all these people? Why?
Wargrave, of course. He was absolutely right. He was the central character in our little drama.
The Edward Seaton trial?
Yes, Edward Seaton. My love. My life. We met some years ago when I first came to London to star in a play in the West End. Then, after the incident in Hollywood, I came back to England to rest. They wanted me to rest. Edward and I fell in love. I cannot describe to you the depth of our love. You wouldn't understand. I've seen how you flirted with Lombard and Narracott, playing them off against one another.
Did I? I was frightened and confused.
I suppose that's as good an explanation as any. I was never confused. Edward was an innocent man railroaded by that venomous old judge simply to prove a point. That it was his courtroom, his law. 3 days.
I'd like to point out that this
he couldn't
is
bear the
supposed to be
shame or what
her.
it would do to me.
Like,
he killed himself
I
for
don't...
me. I wanted Wargrave to suffer those 3 days, watching as death approached, powerless to prevent
I don't
it.
see it.
But why the rest of us?
I met Miss Brent at a resort soon after I arrived in England. Hateful old hag. I think I caught her qualities quite nicely. I heard how she had punished Beatrice Taylor for her so-called sin. Drove her to take her own life, just as Wargrave had driven Edward to suicide. I wanted to extend Wargrave's torture for 3 excruciating days. What better way than to make him watch others die? Crimes committed under his very nose. Deaths he was helpless to prevent. How his ego must have been scraped raw.
You researched? Found us all?
Others who had apparently escaped justice, like Miss Brent. with the help of my attorney, Archibald Morris.
How could he agree to help with such a mad plan?
Mad? Madmen kill for no reason, no sense of justice at all. I only killed those who deserved to die. And Morris was a perfect little lawyer, asking no questions as long as the money was good. He'd been responsible for a few miscarriages of justice on his own, so killing him was not a serious moral dilemma. Then the stage was set. We arrived on my island, and the play began. The trickiest part was goading Armstrong into getting so drunk he wouldn't notice the imperceptible pulse that remained after I took the curare. A few bee stings, and then a liberal application of Bellman's universal embrocation to complete the effect. It causes a nasty rash. He saw what he expected to see, a severe allergic reaction that can only result in death.
You killed the judge twice.
Hardly. The first time was some fool scheme he cooked up on his own with Armstrong, so he could pretend to be dead and catch Mr. Owen. I admit stealing Miss Brent's grey yarn and fashioning a wig from it was a nice touch. I was so angry. I couldn't think who had done it or why. I thought braining him with his own law book would be enough to fit the Chancery rhyme.
If you shoot me, you'll be arrested. Patrick will catch you.
I'll deal with Mr. Narracott presently. Then I'll take poison. This ring I wear is a prop from the Borgia movie. Came in very handy this weekend. First for Marston, then Ethel, then my own curare. And now, here we are. Once I'm dead, you can hang yourself and complete the rhyme.
And if I refuse to hang myself?
My dear, what do you think will happen to you if you're the only person found alive on an island with 10 dead bodies? If you don't hang yourself, the law most certainly will.
Patrick!
Okay, we're gonna pause real quick because I have some thoughts. Poison. So, first of all, now I'm not an expert on guns or firearms of any type. I think I've shot a gun like once in my life, and it was like a tiny one. So I've never held a revolver, but I feel like if you have to hold your wrist while you're holding a gun, maybe you're not suited to be wielding that weapon. It seems like she might be worried about the kickback that the revolver may give. I know revolvers can be quite powerful. I get the, like, using it as a threat, but you really shouldn't be threatening someone with a weapon that you're not 100% comfortable using. So, clock that T. Second, her logic... Oh, it's common positioning? Okay, never mind. Pretend I never said that. The second thing is the law will hang you. I guess, but I would assume that because there's so many bodies, they would do at least somewhat of an investigation, and I think they would realize that, like, I don't know, she doesn't possess the knowledge to know how to poison someone. Because, like, I don't know, like, she doesn't have the poison ring, and her job was like a secretary or a governess. I don't think she would know how to poison someone inherently, nor would she possess the strength necessary to smash someone's head in with a marble clock. I guess you could say the same for Miss Brent, but I feel like there is enough circumstantial evidence to prove that she didn't do anything, but you also, I guess, have to take into consideration that this is 1939, and forensics and all of that are not as advanced or common practice as they are today. Okay, anyways, we're gonna let her die. Then we're gonna go for the good ending.
I can't risk grabbing for the gun. She'd surely get a shot off before I reached her.
We're just gonna let her shoot her.
You killed her, Narracott.
You killed her. What an amazing aim, shoving her off the balcony and her traveling far enough for her neck to land in the noose. Crazy.
The tickets are all booked. Suitcases are in the boot of the taxi. We're all set.
Thanks, Pat.
Don't thank me.
If I'd been able to save at least one person on Shipwreck Island, they could have corroborated Blor's confession. You'd be cleared and we wouldn't be running to Australia.
Are you sure you have to go?
Fred, there are 10 bodies on that island waiting to be discovered. Mr. Owen was right. The law would see that the last little sailor boy hangs.
I'm still gonna believe that for sure.
Silence, please.
Okay.
I
No,
have
no, no,
prepared
no,
a
no, no.
special reward for you. The original ending to our little story is somewhat different than the one you have just
We'll get to this part in a
experienced.
second, but we're gonna
If you can
save
complete
Vera
a final
first.
puzzle, childishly simple really, you will be able to learn the original solution to "And Then There Were None," as Dame Agatha Christie first wrote it. Interested? Then your first step is to make your way to the dining room for a final treat.
Right, 1 second. I guess, like, if you really look at the thing, the noose is, like, in the middle. How did she get the rope over? Like, she must have used a ladder or something. Where is she supposed to hang herself from? Because we can't see it from the
But I don't
landing
understand.
of the stairs.
How can you be here? How could you get into my room so easily?
I've always had a
It's the same-
duplicate set
it's
of
the same-
keys,
oh, we
Miss
can't skip it.
Claythorne,
Oh my
as a
God.
former and actually the current owner of this house.
Great.
You own this house?
I have for several years. I saw to it that Emily Brent died 2 weeks ago. I took her place for the weekend. My finest performance, I think. Worthy of the Oscar the Academy always refused me.
But the bee stings.
Hurt like hell and did nothing for my complexion, but Emily Brent was allergic, not me. It's my apiary after all.
Who are you?
My name is Gabrielle Steele. You've seen my posters in the screening room.
The actress. Some scandal in Hollywood.
Scandal? Well, I guess if you call trying to kill your leading man a scandal, yes, it was. My final picture, Last of the Borgias, something happened. Lillian Borgia, the character I portrayed. One day on the set, suddenly she was inside my head. She wormed her way in. That's the only way I can think to explain it. Telling me to do things. Showing me how. They called it a breakdown. I now like to think of it as a meeting of two minds.
But why this elaborate plot? Why kill all these people? Why?
Wargrave, of course. He was absolutely right. He was the central character in our little drama.
The Edward Seaton trial?
Yes, Edward Seaton. My love. My life. We met some years ago when I first came to London to star in a play in the West End. Then, after the incident in Hollywood, I came back to
I already
England to
heard you
rest.
tell the story once.
They
I
wanted
really
me to
don't
rest.
Care.
Edward and
Let me
I fell
skip
in
through
love.
it, please.
I cannot describe to you the depth of our love. You wouldn't understand. I've seen how you flirted with Lombard and Narracott, playing them off against one another.
Did I? I was frightened and confused.
I suppose that's as good an explanation as any. I was never confused. Edward was an innocent man railroaded by that venomous old judge simply to prove a point. That it was his courtroom, his law. 3 days Edward suffered. He couldn't bear the shame or what it would do to me. He killed himself for me. I wanted Wargrave to suffer those 3 days, watching as death approached, powerless to prevent it.
But why the rest of us?
I met Miss Brent at a resort soon after I arrived in England. Hateful old hag. I think I caught her qualities quite nicely. I heard how she had punished Beatrice Taylor for her so-called
So
sin.
apparently she had to
Drove
wear
her to
the
take her own
clown-like
life, just as
makeup
Wargrave
to
had driven Edward
hide
to
her
suicide.
appearance.
I wanted to extend
But
Wargrave's torture
considering
for 3
Dorkney
excruciating
had no
days.
idea who she was.
What better way than to make him watch
I don't
others
think
die?
she was
Crimes
in
committed
danger
under
of
his
getting
very
recognized.
nose. Deaths he was helpless to prevent.
But okay.
How his ego
off, I
must
guess.
have been scraped raw.
You researched? Found us all?
Others who had apparently escaped justice, like Miss Brent, with the help of my attorney, Archibald Morris.
How could he agree to help with such a mad plan?
Mad? Madmen kill for no reason, no sense of justice at all. I only killed those who deserved to die. And Morris was a perfect little lawyer, asking no questions as long as the money was good. He'd been responsible for a few miscarriages of justice on his own, so killing him was not a serious moral dilemma. Then the stage was set. We arrived on my island, and the play began. The trickiest part was goading Armstrong into getting so drunk he wouldn't notice the imperceptible pulse that remained after I took the curare. A few bee-stings, and then a liberal application of Bellman's universal embrocation to complete the effect. It causes a nasty rash. He saw what he expected to see, a severe allergic reaction that can only result in death.
You killed the judge twice.
Hardly. The first time was some fool scheme he cooked up on his own with Armstrong, so he could pretend to be dead and catch Mr. Owen. I admit stealing Miss Brent's grey yarn and fashioning a wig from it was a nice touch. I was so angry. I couldn't think who had done it or why. I thought braining him with his own law book would be enough to fit the Chancery rhyme.
If you shoot me, you'll be arrested. Patrick will catch you.
I'll deal with Mr. Narracott presently. Then I'll take poison. This ring I wear is a prop from the Borgia movie. Came in very handy this weekend. First for Marston, then Ethel, then my own curare.
So if she
And
wants
now,
Vera to hang
here we
herself, then why is she threatening her
Once
to
I'm
shoot
dead,
her
you can
with the
hang
gun?
yourself and complete the rhyme.
And if I refuse to hang myself?
My dear,
Like, is she going to make her
what do you
hang
think will
herself
happen
before
to
she
you
takes
if
the
you're
poison?
the only person found alive on an
Or is she
island with
just
10 dead bodies?
having,
If you
know,
don't hang
it on good
yourself, the
faith
law
that
most
she will hang
certainly
herself
will.
after they're all dead?
Patrick!
Anyway,
That isn't going to help.
yes it is. Do a little suey for me on the honor system.
I'm sorry I wasn't in time to save Lombard. If only I'd gotten to Shiprock sooner.
He was responsible for the deaths of 21 men, Patrick. I don't know what I ever saw in him. Will you listen to me now?
If you insist.
Hugo and Cyril went down to the beach early that day. By the time I arrived, Cyril was out too far. It was too late to reach him. Hugo claimed he had been distracted helping a passerby with directions. I knew how it would look. I thought I loved him. So I
No,
told
they
the
were
coroner's
fucking.
inquest that it was I who had been on the beach. Later, when I was cleared, Hugo was jubilant. Yet his feelings for me seemed to have vanished. I realized I had served my purpose. How would it have looked if the boy who stood between him and a fortune died while in his charge? He didn't think he'd done anything wrong. That was the most frightening part. Cyril wanted to swim out to the rocks. All Hugo did was let him.
Mr. Owen invited the wrong guest. It should have been Hugo out there.
No. I should have told the police the truth in the first place. I will now. I have no more right to subvert justice than Mr. Owen. Where is your brother?
Plymouth, turning himself in. Thanks to your statement, he's sure to be exonerated.
And
Yeah,
us?
he's like, if you insist, as
Are you
if he
still
hasn't been
confused?
foaming at the
No,
mouth at the
I'm
thought of
certain
being
now.
with her.
What about
this whole
you?
time.
Well, there's another ending to that 10 Little Sailor Boys rhyme. One little sailor boy left all alone. He got married, and then there were none.
I've never heard that version. I think you made that up.
Silence, please. I have prepared a special reward for you. The original ending to our little story is somewhat different than the one you have just experienced. If you can
Somewhat.
complete a final puzzle, childishly simple really, you will be able to learn the original solution to "And Then There Were None," as Dame Agatha Christie first wrote it. Interested? Then your first step is to make your way to the dining room for a final treat.
Great. Perfect. This is basically one long cutscene, by the way. Oh, look.
The last little sailor boy.
The last sailor boy. And if you may have noticed, in the last, there's like a little notch, and you put him here, And then the drawer opens. Okay, so now we get the film. We can put it on the reel.
The film has been spooled.
Yes, the film has been spooled.
From my earliest youth, I realized that my nature was a mass of contradictions. I have an incurably romantic imagination, and it was for this reason that I adopted a rather childish and unreliable approach. Is my sadistic delight in causing death. From an early age, I knew very strongly the lust to kill.
Sorry, I was moving my keyboard and I hit the
I was
BRB
also
screen.
indoctrinated with a strong sense of justice. I have always felt that the innocent should be spared and the guilty punished. With this mental makeup, it was inevitable that I would adopt the law as my profession. After ascending to the bench, I found that most of my baser desires were quenched in a legal and just way. And yet of late, I have felt a nagging urge, one that will not free me from its insistent grip. That is the urge to commit a murder myself. I fancied myself an artist in crime, and my imagination waxed secretly to this colossal force. However, I was restrained by my innate sense of justice. The innocent must not suffer. And then, quite suddenly, the solution came to me. I would punish those that the law could not touch. In my years on the bench, there were many cases that frustrated my will, cases wherein I knew the accused to be guilty, and yet the evidence was such that he could never be convicted. Cases of deliberate murder that were quite untouchable within the confines of the law. So I determined to commit not just one murder, but murder on a grand scale. A childish rhyme of my infancy came back to me, the rhyme of the 10 little sailor boys. Something about it fascinated me, the inexorable diminishment, the sense of inevitability. And so I began, secretly, to collect victims. I will not go into detail about how this was accomplished. Suffice to say, I was convinced of the guilt of every one of my victims, and I knew enough about them via my connections to be able to lure each one to Shipwreck Island with an appropriate bait. And now to the mechanics of the actual crime. In what I took as a sign, none of my plans misfired, and all of my guests arrived at Shipwreck Island on the 8th of August. The party included myself. The order of the deaths were dictated by what I viewed as my victims' varying degrees of guilt. Those whose guilt was lightest should go first, and not suffer the increasing mental strain and fear reserved for the more cold-blooded offenders. The first death had already occurred. Archibald Morris, a shady little dope peddler, had set up the details for me, renting the island, sending the letters, and recording the gramophone record before I ended his life with a dose of potassium cyanide. Anthony Marsden and Mrs. Rogers died next, one instantaneously, the other in a peaceful sleep. Marsden's crime was one of circumstance, and his amoral nature. Mrs. Rogers, I had no doubt, acted largely under the influence of her husband. Their murders were the easiest. Poison easily slipped into a glass for each of them, as at this point no one had any reason to be suspicious. General Mackenzie met his death quite painlessly and never heard me approach. I am convinced that he was dead long before he ever came to Shipwreck Island. At this point, I found it necessary to recruit an ally. Dr. Armstrong seemed the most suited to this task, as it was inconceivable to him that a man of my standing could be a murderer. He was taken in with no resistance. I killed Rogers on the morning of the 10th. He too did not hear me approach. During the chaos arising from finding his body, I slipped into Lombard's room and abstracted his revolver. At breakfast, I slipped my last dose of poison into Miss Brent's coffee. It was enough to render her unconscious, and I returned a short time later to inject a strong dose of cyanide into her. It was just after this that I intimated to Armstrong that we must carry our plan into effect, that I must appear to be the next victim. This would, perhaps, rattle the murderer, and at any rate would allow me to move about the house and spy on whom I wished. A gunshot and some red mud on the forehead was all it took. After all, it was only Armstrong who examined me closely. After returning the revolver to Lombard's room, I had a rendezvous set up with Armstrong on the edge of a cliff. He was still quite unsuspicious, although he ought to have been warned by the nursery rhyme, "A red herring swallowed one." Once at the cliff, I uttered an exclamation, leaned over the cliff. Wasn't that the mouth of a cave? He leaned right over. A swift push sent him quickly into the heaving sea below. He took the red herring, all right. And now came the moment I had anticipated. 3 people who were so frightened of each other that anything might happen. And one of them had a revolver. I watched them from the windows of the house. When Blore came up alone, I had the big marble clock poised ready. Exit Blore. From my window, I saw Vera shoot Lombard. I always thought she was a match for him and more. I then immediately set the stage in her bedroom. It was an interesting experiment. Would the knowledge of her own guilt, the hypnotic suggestion of her surroundings, and the nervous tension of having just shot a man be enough to coerce her into taking her own life? It was. Vera Claythorne hanged herself before my very eyes as I stood in the shadow of the wardrobe. And now I shall finish writing this. I shall enclose it and seal it in a bottle and throw the bottle into the sea. Why? Yes. Why? I suppose I have a pitiful human wish that someone should know just how clever I have been. I must go now and finish this. It is essential that my body be found in accordance with the record kept by my fellow victims. My own life is of no consequence. My doctors tell me I have a month to live at most. I do not wish to die the death of the invalid patient, steeped to the gills in drugs, culminating in a complete loss of human dignity. I will instead be found laid neatly in my bed, shot through the forehead. When the sea goes down, there will come from the mainland boats and men, and they will find 10 dead bodies and an unsolved problem on Shipwreck Island. Signed, Lawrence Wargrave.
Okay, I don't care about watching the credits. All right, that's the end. Bring it back to the welcome screen. Here we are. Perfect timing because my dinner just got here and I'm hungry. I turned my camera off because I was eating and I didn't want y'all to watch or have to listen to me eat. We're gonna stop the recording here. But for the VOD watchers, I will be live tomorrow. 10:10, 4 p.m. twitch.tv/budwindchimes. We'll be playing Scooby-Doo Unmasked again. Feel free to catch it live. If not, you can watch the VODs on the YouTube channel.